What's going on, guys? In today's video, I want to touch base on the ripple effect or the domino effect of consistency. Not only consistency within your business, but consistency within your life. In a lot of my videos, I talk about how I get up and I go to the gym every day. The purpose of me going to the gym every day isn't necessarily to get gains in. For example, today I just had an active rest day where I got up, I did about 15 minutes of cardio, hit a bit of core, biceps, triceps, and I got out. Now, the only reason that I got up today and I went to the gym, typically, like I said, Thursday is kind of like an active rest day or an off day for me. The only reason I did it is because I know that getting up and training my mind to understand every single day I have to go to the gym, even if I don't do the most, it's just the fact that it becomes part of my schedule. And if I take one day off during the week, it kind of throws off the balance within my schedule. And it creates a little bit of a mental fog for me to say, you know what, today is going to be a little bit more of a lazy day. And especially on a Thursday, I don't want to have that mindset. On the weekend, I'm a little bit more lenient, but the thing is, most people don't work on the weekend. So if you're working on the weekend, you're more than likely to be getting more work in than the average person. So you're already putting yourself ahead of everybody else. But the point behind this is if you get up and you train your mind to think, every day I have to put some type of work in on my business, even if it's a weekend, your mind is set to always be in grind mode. And if you decide to take a day off on one thing, odds are that day off in one thing is going to have a ripple effect on the productivity of everything else that you're doing throughout your day. So I literally just get up and go to the gym every single day. Like I said, on the weekends, sometimes I might not go in, but once again, I do understand that if I'm not going to go in on the weekend, the rest of my day is likely going to be thrown off because my mind and my body understands that every time I get up and I get to the gym, I have to work. When I get back home, I have a specific schedule. I work. So it's a matter of just training your mind and your body to understand these certain habits are what regulate your schedule and is what creates consistency and everything else. If you're used to getting up and checking your ad account, and based upon you checking your ad account, you can scale campaigns or decrease campaigns, and that allows you to be a little bit more profitable within your business. That means you're doing something every single day that allows you to generate more and more income. So you don't want to put yourself in a position where you allow yourself to get up one day and not look at your ad account. Understand that consistency in one thing leads to consistency in everything else that you do. So you take one off day on something and you're okay with it, then it allows you to think that you can have an off day for everything else. You don't want to train your mind to be at rest. A mind at rest is always at rest. And if it's at rest today, it's likely that tomorrow it's not going to be as productive. You might not have the most productive day every single day or the best day every single day, but you understand that that little bit of work pushes you closer towards your goals every single day. And you can't allow yourself to be in that sort of rest mode. It's like I said, when it comes to your business, that consistency and that momentum is the result of you working every single day. A large majority of times in the business, you see how you guys will probably like launch a business and then it might take a year of work in order for those results to start coming in. Well, if those results start coming in after a year of work, think about, all right, if I'm going to stop working now, the result of you being lazy or pushing back your work or your progress will eventually catch up to you and your business is going to decline. So then that in order to gradually grow, now you're not always going to be gradually growing financially because sometimes obviously you're going to have lower months or whatever, but gradually growing as far as your knowledge, your experience, your understanding of your company, your understanding of how much work you have to put in is going to grow gradually if every single day you're doing something in order for you to reach that next level. Think about it when you work out. You might get lazier in your workouts, and it's a matter of you being able to train your mind to say, oh, today feels like a lazy workout. Let me put a little bit more work in. Let me focus a little bit more today. Let me do something today that I didn't do yesterday that's kind of irregular to my schedule that will push me in the right direction. It's a matter of testing. You guys have to test different things. I preach this because testing is what got me to where I'm at today, and testing is what has given me the knowledge to be able to progress within my life, within my business, within my network, and testing has allowed me to gain a better understanding of the way that life works. This business stuff is your life. What is preventing you from moving to that next step? A lot of people might say finances, they don't have the money to invest. Well, you don't have to invest the money, invest the time into gaining the knowledge to get there. Invest the time into working extra hours at work in order to increase the amount of money that you have so that you could later on go and invest into whatever it is. There's a lot of people I told a year ago from now to invest into Ethereum and Bitcoin and Solana and all these different things, but they didn't do it because they were scared to lose a couple $1,000s. If you have 10 grand sitting in your bank account, why would it hurt you to invest 2,500 of it? You can make it back within a month. Honestly, you can make it back within a day with just a little bit of focus. How easy it is, people actually don't notice this. How easy it is, especially in e-com, to go from $0 to $1,000 a day and then from 1,000 to 2,500 a day. I would say the most difficult part is to go from 2,500 to maybe 5K a day, and then that 5K to 10K a day is like a boundary that's difficult to break once you get there, because it comes down to fundamentals and your ability to scale more than anything else. You can get to $2,500 a day with pure luck. With pure luck, by just testing a whole bunch of different products, services, whatever it is, and different offers, and you'll get to $2,500 a day. It's actually not as hard as you guys think. Anything beyond that comes down to fundamentals, and those fundamentals are learned by investing time into your business, understanding your business as a whole, and putting yourself in a position where scaling campaigns by duplicating them isn't going to bring me to that next level. All right, maybe I need to use new creatives. I need to do new videos. I need to bring on staff to focus a little bit more on increasing our margins on the back end, because that's what's going to allow us to push a little bit more budget into our ads while remaining still profitable. Yes, the ROAS might decrease, but because our margins are going to be higher, we're going to have the ability to scale a little bit further. It's not that difficult. Even if you guys are doing door-to-door, you guys are doing cold call sales or whatever it is, you have to understand that maybe I'm going to call more numbers today, or maybe I need to hyper qualify people on the front end a little bit more in order for me to see if these people are going to be more qualified, so that when I get on my sales call, I have a better understanding of whether or not this person is likely to come on board. There's a lot of different things you have to optimize within your business to understand how you're going to close $2,500 a day in comparison to closing $5,000 a day. How you guys are going to go from 0 to 100 and 100 to 1,000 and 1,000 to 10,000. Every single level is a different boundary that has to be broken, and there's a different time investment, a different energy investment, and a different investment of knowledge that has to be put into reaching those new boundaries. And it's going to be difficult for you guys to reach that point if you're not continuously trying to grow, if you're not putting yourself in a circle of people that are helping you move towards the right direction, if you're not using your actual brain capacity to tell yourself, you know what, today I'm going to get up off my lazy ass and I'm going to go do something productive. A lot of people just push it back to tomorrow or push it back to next month. I've heard people procrastinate from this month and then say, I'm going to do this come January or February next year. Well, what's preventing you from doing it right now? All right, if you have a lot of other time investments and the certain time investment right now doesn't make sense for you to do this certain thing, then cool, I understand that. That's called planning ahead. But there's a difference between planning ahead and actually procrastinating. You are most likely somebody that is procrastinating, because a lot of times for the people that are watching my videos, you're in a position that I was once in, where I was sitting down, I was trying to focus on starting up my business. I did not know where to start from. And it was always, oh, well, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to try this tomorrow. I'm going to build a website tomorrow. I'm going to try building a website next week. And then next week comes, and then I'm like, oh, how about let me go to this party? Or I don't want to do it today. I don't really have the time, or I'm tired today. You can't procrastinate. There's a difference between procrastinating and planning ahead, and you guys have to know the difference. A lot of people understand or a lot of people think they're planning ahead, but you're just procrastinating because you don't have anything going for yourself. If you have something going for yourself, then you can plan ahead. And those are future plans for your business. But if you don't have the business and you don't have the foundation, saying you're going to do it in 3 months from now is not planning ahead. That's just pushing it back because you don't feel like doing it today. So I hope that this video is used to tell you to get up off your lazy ass and go do something today. Do something today that you didn't do yesterday that will push you closer to those goals, so that you don't have to keep procrastinating. Because you have to start at some point. If you do something, don't stop. If you're going to start something, don't stop, because it's a waste of time. Are you going to start something today and then be like, oh, well, I'm going to continue on it in 3 days? No, how is that productive for you? You're starting back at ground zero. You started building a website today and then you're going to go finish it next week. What does that amount to? There's no sense of productivity in that. You just want to feel like you're doing something. What do you mean you just want to feel like you're doing something? There's too many people out here that like the idea of operating a business and running a business, but don't actually want to take on the stress or the risk of trying to be a business owner and trying to invest into themselves and trying to learn and trying to grow. It's the idea to just be able to say, hey, I have a business. Why do you care what people think about you? Especially a lot of you guys have some sense of insecurity, and it comes down to how you want to position yourself in front of women. You want to be able to go meet girls and be like, oh, I have a business. This is what I do. But think about it. Think back to it and see it as a whole. Are you actually making money off that business? Are you actually investing your time into that business? Be realistic with yourself. Don't live in a fucking delusion. A lot of guys live in a delusion because they like the idea of certain things, because they like the way that it sounds to the outside world. Don't live in a delusion. Live in your own reality. Don't do stuff for other people. Do things for yourself. Do things for your future family. Do things because you want to put yourself in a better position. Don't do things because of the way people are going to view you and people are going to look at you. What the fuck does it matter? Those people aren't going to pay your wages later on in life. Those people aren't going to raise your kids. Those people aren't going to pay your bills, your mortgage, your water bill, electricity bill, all that stuff. They're not going to make your car payment. So why are you sitting here trying to please other people with your life goals and telling them what you're doing in life to try and satisfy everybody else, to make them think that, oh, I want to be around this guy? What are you actually doing to better yourself? Do you operate a business because it's something you're passionate about and you're actually working and investing into it every single day? Or are you just working on that business once a week or once a day, looking at it, dipping your toes in it because you like the concept and the idea of you being able to say, oh, I trade stocks or I invest in crypto. But the whole time you might have like $250 in it. Not to downplay investing $250 in it, but it's not much of an investment if you're doing that. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people just do it because they like the idea of it. So when you're doing something, understand your why behind it and understand what you're working towards. Don't just do it because, oh, I want to feel like I'm doing something. Yeah, I was preaching. But I think that's it. That's my rant. That's my TED Talk for today. So I hope you guys learned something in this video, and I hope that you can be realistic with yourself. If any of the things I was saying sounds like you, shit, get up and fucking do something about it, because I don't fuck with lazy people, bro. Get up and do something about it. And with that being said, man, that brings us to the end of the video. So if you guys are still struggling within your business or you don't know which direction to head in, please leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you guys with a response video letting you know what I would do if I was in your position. Obviously, I'm no financial expert or anything like that, but I could just give you things based on my life experiences. Once again, don't take advice from anybody that hasn't done what you want to do or isn't in the position that you want to be in. And that's going to be that for today's video. So please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.